More often than not, the information you are looking to show in your app may be distributed over different database tables. Furthermore, it might be necessary for a user to make a selection in the app before related data is imported into it. This tutorial will demonstrate an example of this type of linked integration. We have already set up a lookup triggered by the app user to select the customer to save time. This lookup will also import the city and, importantly, the customer ID. The technique used to create a lookup is covered in another tutorial. Once a customer is selected, we will trigger a second lookup to bring back all of the orders for that customer. This lookup will use the customer ID as a filter. We will trigger this background lookup after the customer is selected to populate the order numbers into a drop-down object. The only information required is the order number, so in this example we don't need to populate the value of the order number drop-down. The customer ID send parameter is the one that filters the data. It must link to the field where the customer ID exists. The order ID is the data we want returned to the caption of the drop-down. Remember that the third checkbox will ensure that no order is pre-selected. Many orders will have more than one order line, so our next step will be to populate the table object with the individual order line data. That information will come from a separate table in the database. We can trigger this lookup when the order number is selected in the drop-down. The send parameter filter will be the order ID, and this is taken from the caption of the order number drop-down. And the data is then returned to the table object. This technique is demonstrated in a previous tutorial. All that remains now is to preview the app to see how the linked lookups work. Before we start, let's see that the order number drop-down is currently blank. That doesn't get populated until a customer is selected. Let's select a customer. And now select an order from the order number drop-down. The table populates with the individual order line details. If further information is required, you can include additional lookups. Please also be aware that should you require data from different database tables to be imported into your app, you could configure a SQL view or a store procedure on the database side.